plan on doing the summit trail, which is the one in green here, and it looks like there's quite a few switchbacks as it makes its way to the top. So the first thing I got to do is make my way across this open field and pasture into the trees over there, and once I get in the woods I have to find the trail with the green blaze and then start the switchbacks on up to the top. It's funny because when I first decided that I was going to start, trying to make videos, I had this vision of going, to these epic locations and everything. But considering my limited financial resources and my work obligations, realistically, I can only manage to do 1 and at most 2 trips a year. And that's cool, that's fine. Because, I've had 30 years of traveling, so I've got to see a lot of cool places. But it does mean that, if that's the only type of videos I'm going to film, I'd only be uploading maybe 1 or 2 videos a year. And so I'd kind of like to do more than that. And so I had to come to terms with the fact that, most of the stuff that I'd be filming would be local. And by local, I mean, within a half a day's drive. And it's funny because I've really changed my perspective, because initially my mindset was that, this would be good practice, so I could work on, honing my skills as far as actually filming and editing and everything. So that way I'd be ready when I actually did take a vacation. But, the whole filming process changes your perspective. I guess a negative side of it would be that, it's hard to be in the moment because, you're stopping to film. But one of the positive things is it really makes you stop and notice. You pay attention to detail, things that you wouldn't otherwise, notice. You just walk right on by. And that's kind of changed the way I look at, some of these places close by. And, take this park, for example. I'm about a 30-minute drive from here, and this is actually the first time I've been here. And it's really a nice park. Yeah, it's not the Wind Rivers, but for something close to home, this has hiking trails. It's got mountain bike trails. There's Civil War history here. It's really a cool place, and I'm glad I took today to come up here.